Hiya, Cosmic Cat here with Cosmic Cat Tarot. Today is 11/11. This is a timeless reading, however, so if you are watching this and it's not 11/11, that's okay. It's a timeless reading, so the energy is still present for you and you'll still have information that you can take from this. It is a general reading, so if there is something that doesn't resonate with you that's meant for someone else, please leave that energy behind and take what resonates. I am very excited to announce that I have a new pattern that came to me yesterday as a download, and I'm very excited and eager to share it with you today using the Grateful Dead Tarot deck, which was also guided to me to use in this reading. The energy that I picked up on was what does 11/11 mean to you? What does it really mean to you? I also, while preparing for this reading, I felt a lot of scatteredness, a lot of different directions, and I feel like some of you have energy that is foggy. I also felt there are going to be miracles that are going to take place. I just heard water behind me splatter, and I'm not even sure how that. So water, Mother Moon, perhaps during the full moon, which is coming up on the 15th, a few days from now. There will be some sort of miracle happening that's going to take place for you in your life, and it's going to be a good positive one. It's going to be something that is going to be surprising, out of the blue, not your normal everyday to day routine that you're going to experience, but it's going to be something that's going to be a wonderful blessing in some way, and it could be something small or something big. Okay, so I've already called in a spirit here, so only spirits and ancestors of the highest healing vibration are welcome in this safe space for us. You're welcome to go ahead and call in your own if you'd like at this time. And you're free to set your own intention as well with this deck, but I was, again, picking up on those energies, right, that are, and I'm definitely also getting some detox, some health, something to do with health with some of you. There are some health challenges going on in your lives, so you're being asked to address that as well, whether it's looking into your own homeopathic remedies, discussing it with friends or family. This is just coming to me right now to flow to recommend that some of you, they are recommending, your guides are recommending that you do get either a checkup or check something out that has to do with your health. Maybe you just need to do a detox and a cleanse, something of that nature. So this I'm really excited and eager to share this pattern with you that I created last night, which is called, I'm going to call it the Tree of Life. It is a tree pattern shape. I have not seen this before. If you've seen this before somewhere, please share with me in the comments and let me know. I'm really excited about having this. The Tree of Life is it goes in so much more depth than just the surface of it resembling our human existence here on Earth, but it goes into, it's related to the Kabbalah, which you can definitely check out if you're unfamiliar with that. In your free time, check that out. I do recommend. It will take you down a whole new spiritual rabbit hole that will just wow you. Okay, and so this is the Tree of Life, and I'm excited that we're doing this together. Okay, Spirit, what does, we're supposed to take that one, okay, it's 11/11, mean for the collective, need to know about this 11/11 portal today. Okay, what do we need to know? No? Okay. Alright. Okay. And there you go. Alright. Okay. There are 7 cards. 7 is considered a lucky number. 7 could be significant for some of you out there. With the fact that miracles came to me before starting this reading, some of the things in preparation were, what does 1111 mean to the collective? What does it mean for, what does Spirit want the collective to know about 1111? Also, what came was, the miracles. I've had a couple of blockages, so some of you definitely have some blockages and challenges to work through, and you're being asked that you continue through straight forward in those challenges. Let's go ahead and dive into the reading. So our foundation, our grounding, what roots us and keeps us stable here on this 1111 portal, is the 10 of Roses, which is the 10 of Cups. Look how beautiful that card is. 10 of Cups is just pure joy, bliss, happiness. You have the rainbow. You have love. You're surrounded by love with those red roses. You have fire, passion, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, sunset, sunrise, water. This is absolutely wonderful to start with. You have all of these, so you're all bloomed here, but then you have this one that hasn't bloomed yet. One hasn't bloomed yet. So this is, I'm picking up some energy now that this is, some of you have the 10 of Cups and you don't have gratitude for it at this time. You're not accepting it, or you have it and you're wondering, when's the other shoe gonna drop? How could it be so great right now? How could life be so wonderful for me? And okay, I just needed to see what I was picking up on. And Spirit is asking that you just go with the flow. That water drop that was behind us here, perhaps is saying, go with the flow, go through the blockages. So for 1111, so yes, this is the grounding energy that you have. So some of you are really living some of your best life at this time, and then others are also living their best life but unaware, or having trouble, maybe having a blockage and trouble accepting that. But this is absolutely beautiful to get for your foundational energy. This is the current and present energy that you're in right now. This is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is typically about so many thoughts. You have too many thoughts in your head. You're struggling to make a decision on some things. It could also mean you're extremely artistic and you still have a lot of different artistic dreams in your mind. Like if you see right here in this beautiful Grateful Dead card of, these are roses, which roses are the cups suit for the original tarot. Again, 7, it's interesting, we have 7 cards here for our new tree of life pattern. But the 7 is, there's so many different things in your mind. Some are positive, some are negative, and some just are. But it's making it hard to actually focus on one, work through one area of those, and manage to get through, so that you can fulfill each cup, each flower here, so that you can work through each flower. Yeah, the 7 of Cups energy, I mean, it is good. I guess I don't want to say the word good. It's for artists, it could be a blessing. It could be something that for an artist, it makes sense that you just know this is your lifestyle. This is what you do. You juggle these things. You have all of them. You know they're all there. And you're good. You can maintain all of these different 7 responsibilities or 7 thoughts in your mind that are weighing on you. For others, it's too many and it's too much, and it's time to release and let go. That's why I just kept having that release feeling in my body. You know, if you happen to be listening to this reading and you burp or you sneeze or you cough, those are releases. That is your body like physically releasing that energy from you at this time. So let's see what we have here. Actually, this is not the one that we do. We do this one last. This is the new one, you guys. So keep me on my toes here. Okay, this is our past. This card is in the position that represents the past. This is a card to reflect upon. This is the 9 of Bears or 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. And you look so happy. You're just so happy. Look at you smiling. You're smiling, you're happy. You're surrounded by happy emotions, and you have this bird, this beautiful bird spirit looking after you. You have a castle in the background. Yeah. So this is a past time in your life for you to reflect upon during this time right now. This has something to do with 1111 portal today. So you are actually meant to reflect back to that time where you were so joyous. And you're just surrounded by grapes. You have grapes with you. So you have an abundance. You have food. You have all your needs are met. 9 is a sacred number. The time when I grew up, we had 9 planets. I still think we do. I mean, among others. But yeah, this is in the past position for you to think about something that ties in with all of this energy. And he also makes me feel like he's dreaming. And the 7 of Cups is a dreamer card too. It's also about, getting lost in your dream. So that is kind of going matching there. Okay, so in this position we have the challenges or the assistance on your path, and fives those fives. 5 of Cups, 5 of Roses is cups. Time. Okay, are you struggling with time? Do you feel like time is just going by so fast? Yeah, some of you feel like time is just moving so quickly. It's hard for you to put one foot in front of the other. You're consumed in your thoughts. And you're not reflecting back to this happy time right now, but this is what Spirit is urging you to do, to reflect back to this happy moment. and to remember your foundation, to remember what you have with you at all times, even if you haven't tapped into it yet, or if you're just in a mood or not feeling it at this time. Fives are all about change. They represent change. And that could be a good change. Could be an emotional change in this aspect I'm picking up right now. Let's see what we have. Just want to see more cards here. Okay, this is external energy that, let's see, the 8 of Cups. So much water. I don't think that it's a coincidence that the water faucet bloop did that in this reading in the beginning. And here we are surrounded by so many cups. I haven't seen so many cups. And so there is a lot of emotion going on right now on this portal for many of you. I mean, we have 10, we have the 5, the 7, and the 8 of Cups. All we have right now is fire and water. Yeah, so much water. So much water. The 8 of Cups. Yeah. So the 8 of Cups represents typically leaving something behind. You're kind of going on a journey by yourself, your own journey. Not a journey for others. You've actually been doing a lot of things for others. So externally, so it's actually, this is your opening. This isn't really, your obstacle is trying to balance your external life with your internal life, because this actually sets you on a solo journey. And it doesn't mean that this doesn't mean that you don't like people or don't like to be social. This just means that you are at a stage in your life where you might be trying to heal yourself. You might be trying to find yourself, who you are finally at this time. You may have just realized that all this time I thought I've known myself, and you don't. And so you're on this solo journey, and it's only a path that you can take your alone. Like, this isn't meant for anyone else to take, but it isn't anything personal. And your solid friendships that you have are still going to be there when you come back. Because this isn't going to be this isn't a stuck phase that you're in. This is energy that continues to move. You can make it stick, but that's not what you're guided to do. That's not what the universe wants you to do. The universe wants you to just make sure that you're balancing this and know that it is okay for you to have time to yourself. So the obstacle for you is separating that, knowing that just because you are not like you once were, maybe you were outgoing, a social butterfly, and now you're more inward, you're more in hermit mode, and you don't do the same things you do anymore. Maybe you did a lot of work activities, functioning together with a group, with a team, and that you're not at that same position anymore, so you don't have that anymore. Maybe you are a seasonal employee and you work 6 months out of the year and you don't work 6 months out of the year, or something of that nature, and you're getting time off and away from that. So your whole routine is changing, and it's allowing you space for you to actually do something for yourself that, again, isn't necessarily against anyone else. It's just like, hey, I want to do this today. Or you're invited to something and you turn that down and you say no, and it's not anything negative. It's not that you don't want to be around your friends or other people. It's just that you're in a time and space right now to do something for yourself, and that is okay. That is not selfish. That Release any guilt or shame that you have toward doing something like this. I just got that download and I just needed to share that with you at this time. Okay, let's see what we have in the future. The future. Ah, wow, look at this. In the future position, I have the Mother. This is the High Priestess. I'm sorry, this is the Empress card. The High Priestess is more mental, about mental intelligence, and the Empress is more about emotional intelligence and balance. Here we have the sun, we have the rain, the darkness, the light, and the rainbow that comes. And they all work together. Balance, getting balance. She's completely enlightened, nurturing, holding her babies. Yes. And this card can also resonate if you are a male. We've definitely been in past lives females and males, so it's irrelevant here. So this could also, if you are, no matter what your gender is, this card could resonate with you, and if it does, please definitely accept it and don't block that. Allow that space in there, allow that to come through. I mean, you are absolutely surrounded by all these flowers. This is like emotional stability and intelligence. It's wonderful. Weathering the storms, but still able to be enlightened and smile and balance your work, your home, your life, your own personal individuality, who you are. Those are all, this is what you will get to if you work through your thoughts, work through the challenges that come with your time. There's something to do with time, whether it's time constriction. Maybe you are working on a project right now, some of you, and it's due. I'm being guided to tell you to take the time to work on the project. Do not turn something in. Don't whiz through it with little energy of consideration. Take the time. If you have to turn it in, the assignment in later, just be honest and express that to your teacher, to your boss, to whoever that resonates with. That was a message that I just received. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're turning something in that you believe in, that you've put your heart, your energy into, not just something that you've quickly rushed through. Don't make any quick, swift decisions at this time. If there's any sort of contracts that you're signing, or if you're buying a new house or a new car or anything that has contracts or legal paper, make sure you read through it, all the fine print, or ask your attorney to. It's not time to just go ahead and willy-nilly and sign things without knowing exactly what you're signing at this time. And definitely get time to yourself and reflect back to that beautiful moment when you felt that serene, peaceful joy. I mean, I feel like these cards go really well together. I feel like they go really well together. It's like, here you are, you have a dove. A dove is flying. Peace is coming straight towards you. And even though the skull is divided here into blue, your emotions, and red, love, of fire, it's transformation. You're transforming. But the only way you can transform, again, is on your own. This is not a group effort. This is just for you to figure out. This is for you to look at the big picture, look at the big scheme of things. Ask yourself, what does Well, maybe even look up 1111 portal if you've never heard of it, if this is your first time learning of it. Maybe digging deeper on the 1111 portal, because maybe you thought you always knew what it meant, but perhaps there's been growth in that field since you've known about it. Sometimes when we think that we know things or we've already learned things, we don't allow that space for new growth to mature from. And this card could definitely be suggesting you to reevaluate that, to check it out. Just to, again, it's kind of like, you know, do you still use the dictionary? I grew up during encyclopedia days, so I mean, that's what we had. We didn't have internet, and we depended and relied upon the encyclopedia. I am still okay to admit that I look definitions up of words sometimes because I'd like to know I like a refreshing. It's refreshing. I could learn something new. It could be the same, but still, it's still nice to spark that part of your brain, to keep it there, to refresh it, or just to know and learn about it. So so open-mindedness, open space, hold space for yourself, hold space for your joy. And this here we have is the overall, the 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we have so many cups in this reading. Wow. There's a lot of emotion in this reading today. And the 9 of Cups, you're almost there. You're almost there. You have a sparkle and twinkle in your eye. You're getting your wings. You're about to fly. You are about to fly, because after 9 comes 10. And yeah, you are transforming, transcending here, and just reaping the rewards of all that you have worked hard for. So in these positions, and I'm open to suggestions if you'd like to comment and suggest, because this is the first time I've ever done this reading. It's something new that I came with, and I also just created all the position of the cards too. So I'm open to hearing if you have any other suggestions about these positions and what they are. But I felt that this was wonderful to have as the grounding stability, because it's the closest to the ground, the root, the trunk, the one that's going to maintain the stability. And I felt this one is good as the overall energy for the entire reading, which is wonderful to have as far as your future position. I mean, to have your future position as the High Priestess, and to have your overall energy for the entire reading to be the 9 of Cups. I mean, some of you have done a lot of work. You have really done a lot of work this year, and a lot of transformations. You're not the same person you were. You are not the same person you were. You're coming out of a shell, and it's a little bit hesitant to step out of it because it's unknown, but you're doing it. You're doing it. I see this as very beautiful. You are finally coming out of the shell because of whatever reason it may be. Maybe you're following the signs now. Maybe you're getting into numbers now, which makes me definitely stop and remember that I wanted to also pull on this 11/11 day. We're going to pull an angel number. Spirit guides, what angel number do you have for the collective today? What is the angel number for today? Yeah, let's see what we got. You want to come out? Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not 4 ones, but we got 3, everybody, okay? Let's see. It says 111. Intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, Circumstances and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Trust in the process. Intuition. And yes, that's exactly what I was saying, as far as, some of you breaking through and following it. You're following the guidance. You may not even know what it is that you're following, but you know that you need to. You feel it in your gut, and it's something that you haven't really listened to before, but you are now. You're listening to it and you're following it, and it's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to do one more card here. This is the Animal Spirit deck. Animal Spirit deck. What animal spirit do you want? What do we need to know for 11/11 today? What do we need to know for 11/11 today? Okay, all right. Oh, we have Nightingale. Nightingale, which is air energy. And that's really nice to have because there's so much air energy here for us. Nightingale. And you're standing on the moon singing. Standing on the moon singing. And it synchronizes perfectly with the Grateful Dead Tarot deck, as there is a song, very beautiful song called Standing on the Moon. I recommend you look that up if you haven't ever heard it. Oh, it's wonderful. Let's just read and see what the interpretation is in the guidebook for the Nightingale. So the Nightingale, this book, it takes the spirits in order as to where they are in position. And the Nightingale is actually very close to the eagle is the highest spirit vibration in the air section of this, but the Nightingale is right there. I mean, it's right there with it. It's wonderful. Okay, so Nightingale. Let's just read and see if anything resonates here for you. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the Nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of the other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When this energy is in balance, speaks freely with kindness. When the energy is out of balance, you're shy, there's a lump in the throat. To bring into balance, music. So I will suggest that you listen to Standing on the Moon today by the Grateful Dead, because the Grateful Dead Tarot was the deck that I did use in this reading. And yeah, I mean, this totally resonates with everything here, because fearless is what one needs and has. You already have fearlessness when you decide to break out into the unknown, to follow, to have patience, clarity, joy. Yeah. I mean, happiness are at hand. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Yes, absolutely beautiful reading today. Please let me know in the comments. Share your story if you'd like. Subscribe. And until next time, Cosmic Cat signing off. Meow.